All right, yo, what's good? So I'm looking at trends and in the market, I'm just seeing that um I got 30,000 trades, right? I got 30,000 trades that I pulled from uh TradeStation, and basically I found that it's a 50-50 chance of it going up or down, but the chance of a trend happening of 4R or greater, like this one, it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5R before getting stopped out. A trend like that, a 4R or greater, happens 5.9% out of the entire 30,000 trade sample. We know that 50% is a good number of it going up or down. So it's a quality assurance that, okay, half the trades go 50% up or down. So it's very, very fair. So I'm assuming that a trend of 4R is also fair, that it happens 5.9% of the time. So that's about 6, right? So I'm thinking, well, if the data is right, if that's true, then there should be 6 every 100 trades. There should be about 6 trends, 6 4-hour trends that happen within each 100 trade section. So I split everything up, 30,000 trades, into 100 trade sections. And I looked at how many trends there are in that. And what I found is the math is exactly right. The data is exactly a normal distribution, slightly skewed right, but it's basically saying that there's about 4 to 6 trends each 100 trades. There is failed. Sometimes there is failed. Or sometimes it goes 1 to 3. Sometimes it goes 7 to 9. There is some noise in that. It's pretty locked on that, all right, between 5 to 9. I was thinking that there's some sections that are just super volatile, some sections that are super not volatile. So maybe a bimodal distribution, some type of separation here, but it's not. It's not at all. So I decided to say, well, that's 100 points. Yeah, that's too long of numbers. How about 25 trade sections? There's sections of the market where it's just super volatile, right? So I'm thinking that during these volatile times, these are the times that trends appear. And then we can bet on mean reversion afterwards, or when it's active like that, we can bet on trends. But then, it's a separation. And what I found, if there's 6 every 100, there should be about between 1 and 2 every 25 trades. And what are the results? The vast majority of the time, it happens between 1 and 2. So what that means is that this is so fixed that pretty much, that's what the data says. Like sometimes there's between 3 and 4 trends within that 25. But I'm telling you, man, that is consistent. However, now we go a little step further, okay? Because this is just in how I pulled this data. There's a problem here, okay? It's not randomized. It's every 25 trades. Like, look at this counter here, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way 25, right? So it goes, this section of 25, it's chronological order. So I looked at this where it's, well, these 25 gets one trend. Well, that's somewhat normal. Between 1 and 2 is normal every 25 trades, right? So it goes 3, that's above average. 3 is above average. And then it goes 0. That's no trends. That's not supposed to happen. There's 0 trends in the whole 25. That's not supposed to happen. But it happens 3 times in a row. So that's a period of mean reversion. That's a period of no trends. That's a period of sleepy market. But the summary data in distribution doesn't show me that. But what I can say is that there's been 75 trades here without a single 4R, which is insane. Which it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen, but it did. And then what happens after that? Well, the market wakes up, goes 1, which is normal. 1 between 1 and 2 is normal, and then it goes 4. That's a big one. That means it's a volatile 25 trades right there. Does that continue? Not really. Goes 1, then it sleeps a little bit. So I'm looking at packets of craziness. Packet, there's a packet of significant, and then boom, this is a packet here. And I wouldn't even, I mean, 1 and 2 is average, so I'd only highlight, let's say, greater than, I'd do this later, but I'd only highlight anything above average, because 1 and 2 is average. I'd highlight anything above that. So actually, let's just do that. That's fine. I do want to see that. So let's just highlight, from 3 to 99999. So whatever, doesn't matter. 3 and 9, sure, great. Okay, so I'm looking at normal. This is all normal. This is big. So this packet right here, look at this. I mean, these are all every 25 trades, there should be about 1 to 2 trends by a normal distribution law. This right now is completely above average. It's completely outperforming. A 3, a 7, a 3, a 3. That is a time of trend. Then it goes to normalcy, above average, normalcy, above average. So I'm thinking that trends feed off of each other a little bit. But yeah, I'm trying to make sense of this data, and what I found was that it is consistent that there are times and periods of trend and of volatility. And at this point, I'm not 100% sure how to grab that, how to grab them. Let's look at the 100 trade sections. You can see that it's supposed to be about 5.9, so about 6 trades. These are pretty normal. Underperforming, overperforming. 14. There's not supposed to be 14 trends within 100. There's supposed to be 6. That's way above average. What happens afterwards? It's still average, above average, above average. So really, this is a packet of 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 trades in a row, which probably spans about a couple days. That is just, it's just a volatile environment. That's just what it is. It's a volatile environment, and that's why I think it ebbs and flows. And then the next day or the next 100 is mean reverting. Only 1. I mean, that's really, really mean reverting. It's supposed to be 6. Then it goes average, a little bit above. Yeah. So it's not really, I'm just looking for volatility feeding off of volatility. So that's what I'm looking at. Not really that much edge that I found here. I turned the video on just because I thought we could find something here where it clumps together. It's clear and obvious, but it isn't. It really isn't. What I've found is just the stats say that there should be between 1 and 2 every 25. The stats say there should be between 4 and 6, and that's the truth. That generally happens. But it doesn't create a bet, because there are times where it's trending. There are times when it mean reverts, and it doesn't go left, right. It's not that predictable. It's really, really mixed. I've done a lot of analysis on the market, and I'm not the best analysis guy, but I'm not the worst analysis guy too. And all I can say is that there's just a lot of mixture, a ton of randomness. But in general, yeah, there's between 1 and 2 1 to 2 trends every 25. I thought it would sectionalize itself, like, all right, this shit's popping right now, this shit's not. And in general, no. Over the long haul, it averages out really cleanly. Yeah. So that's a bummer. I mean, is there edge that if this is volatile, is the next one going to be volatile? Does the volatility feed off of each other? Maybe. Maybe. Looks like they're clumped a little bit together, but it's really not really super consistent, dude. Yeah. Not too excited about that. Darn. All right, well, moving on. We'll see. We'll see. Not much have said. Not much sorry for that. Ball of nothingness. It's all right. Peace.